shit, like a lot of fake shit. So yeah, like when I was in high school, my friends like, yo, I can get you like Beats for like $20. They don't sound like Beats, but they look like Beats. I'm like, fuck that.
Knockoffs.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I've like looked at the app because I mean they have a bunch of shit on it, but some of the stuff they sell is like designer shit, and they do have like, I've just been curious, just been looking, never bought anything off there, but they have like different sellers and like you can see how many. It's basically like a store like eBay. It works a lot like eBay. So they have different stores and you can see how many orders those stores have made, and so you can see which ones have made like 7 sales, and you can see which ones have made like thousands, and they're more like referred. And then they have like customer pictures, like customer reviews with pictures, and so you can typically look at pictures and see like what you're getting before you buy it.
Got you.
And I just want to know like if that is fake, like fake for sure, or because like there's like Yeezys you can get for like $60 and it says
super
like fake, yeah, right, like but I don't know. I mean, I would think, no, like they're fake for sure, but I just want to know like how is that happening?
Why don't you buy a pair? Holla at me and I'll legit check them for you, and we'll see if they're fake or real.
I don't want to waste the $60.
Don't do it. Yeah. They're fake.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah,
they're fake.
Yeah. I want to know like how people are doing that.
There's a lot like they have huge factories in China of replica, like they replicate anything, bro. I'm talking about like they replicate, like you said, beats. They replicate shoes. They replicate clothing, like designer clothing. They do all that. They replicate all that fake shit. And it's for a lot of people, it's hard to tell because they've gotten so good at making the replicas that it's like seamless, you know, because most of the time they'll get, you know, sometimes I get shoes early, but I have a method from the Adidas factory that I'm not gonna indulge on, but I get them straight from the factory, right? I'm getting them before the release date, okay? So these Chinese people are doing the same thing. Now they see what the real product looks like, and it's easier for them to replicate it early. So then when the release is coming, they're right on time. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't seem like it's fake, right? Because it's like, oh, they've just got this shoe and they're throwing it for a steal, right? No. So they've got those factories in China that like they make fakes of fucking everything. It's insane, bro. Like I'm talking about like shoes, clothing, jewelry, anything.
Yeah, everything, vacuums, everything.
Yeah, TVs. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like it's nuts, bro. But that's why like I'll see people at events a lot of times. They'll try and like sell shoes, like shoes that they've worn. Like, oh, I got these shoes from this place, right? And they end up being fake, and they're like heartbroken, like, damn, how did these end up being fake? And I'm like, you gotta do your research on where you're actually buying the product from. Like, that's why those big companies are not necessarily the place to go, because you're thinking, oh, this is a big brand. They got, you know, they got thousands of customers, millions of followers, all that shit, right? But they get caught selling fake shit. It happens. You know? That's not gonna happen with me. Because I'm checking all of my inventory, right? These big companies, they've got so many employees. Sometimes they just hire somebody. You might not know a damn thing about shoes, and they got you inspecting the shoes to tell if they're authentic or not.
Like, well, they're red.
What the fuck? How does that make any sense? You just hired Joe Schmo. He don't know nothing about no damn shoes, and you want him to legit check a $400, $500, $600 pair of shoes that a customer just ordered? What? Then you're gonna tell the customer that, oh, these are legit? No, that's not good business. So I always tell people, shop with me, you won't have that issue. Everything's legit. You know, sometimes I get mine straight from the retail store. Sometimes I get them from other avenues just because of connections that I have. You know, but yeah, it's crazy, bro. There's a lot of fake shit out there.
Yeah, I wondered if you ever ran into any issues like.
Now that you say that, I just there was just like a article that came out. I think it was earlier this week or last week. There was the U.S. seized like $740,000 or $1 million worth of sneakers, fake sneakers. Like people were smuggling fake sneakers from China to resell here.
Damn.
You know, think about it. They're, like you said, they're ordering these fake off-whites from China, right? And it looks just like the real shit. They're getting them for $20, $30, and then they're coming over here and selling them for $1,000. They're sticking people. They're robbing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit happens, bro. They just busted that. I was like, man, that's why I reposted shit like, shop with me, you don't have this problem. There's no smuggling. Trust me, I would be at a whole different level right now if I was smuggling and flipping fake shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be hustling from state to state, different countries, parking lot to parking lot. If I was making those kind of profits on every flip, you know what I'm saying? I'd be super good, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just tell people, think about it logically, right? If a shoe comes out and it costs $200, right? Why in the world would somebody sell the shoe for that price or cheaper if it's sold out? How does that make sense?
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
Raise the price.
Right. The price would naturally go up if it's sold out because people want it. It's gone, right? Why would you sell it for cheaper than that? Makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you got your employee discount on it, right? You would still sell it for more because now it's just increasing your margins, right? So I just tell people, think about it logically, bro. Why would somebody sell you something for retail or less?
Can you often check or know, like, just walking on the street if someo's wearing like Yeezys, let's say?
Yeah.
You can tell like right off the bat usually if it's fake.
I spot people wearing fake shit all the time.
You ever pointed out?
Oh, bro, I walk into like McDonald's or something. Oh, first thing I do, get my phone out.
Yo, those almost look like Yeezys.
I put, bro, got the Feezies on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I instantly put that up. I'm like, yo, shop with me and this will never happen to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
so great.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Because people are thinking the same thing. They're like, damn, that's a lot of money. But do you want the real thing? You want the fake thing? You want to fake it till you make it, or you want to be authentic? I like the authentic route. Like, be true to who you are. You don't got to have it all. You can have that one thing that you get, and that's it for the year. But at least you were real about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
You weren't faking it. You know? So I just tell people, err on the side of caution with that shit, bro. If you ever got any questions, holler at me.
Is it usually super... I imagine the quality, like the actual quality of the shoe, if you did like buy fake Yeezys or whatever, would the quality of the actual shoe be compromised a whole lot, or would it mainly just be the name?
No, the quality of the shoe, as far as like the texture on the material itself, the form of the shoe, the type of laces they use, the design. You know, some Yeezys have the stripe on them. Some, you know what I'm saying? I can tell just by looking at them most of the time. But if I got them in hand, it's like I could tell you in like less than a minute if they're fake or not.
Oh, so let me ask you this: have you
just
ever?
Just because I'm so experienced.
Yeah.
With shoes, you know, I've been around shoes. I've always had a passion for shoes. I've always loved shoes. I've been around authentic shit my whole life. You know, working at Finish Line and in the sneaker game that I've been in so long, I can spot fakes like that, you know? So
have you ever had an order, or like have you had inventory that you were checking that you noticed is fake and you have to like contact the distributor you got it from? And
I've had people try to finesse me before, but that got handled accordingly. Like, you're not about to just get over on me, bro. Like, some people, let's say I'm going to buy a shoe and they'll send you pictures, right?
Oh, I see.
Right? They send me pictures of the real shit, but then they ship me the fake shit.
Oh, and you call it out real quick.
Oh, of course. Hey, bro, this is fake. What you want, like, you want me to put you on blast, or how you want to handle this? Because I can do that quick, swiftly. You know, I know a lot of people, like, how you want this to escalate? You know what I'm saying? You going to give me my bread back, or I could blow this shit up and shut down your whole little operation. So I've had some people do bad business, you know, but I handle that. It gets handled accordingly. Those are the people that don't last. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that are trying to make the quick flips that they don't have any longevity in this, you know? They come and go. I've been doing this.
And those are the people that are just trying to make a buck. You know,
Just trying to make a buck. Just trying to get over on people. They don't care about all the stuff I told you guys I care about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, given that they don't care. They just want to get that off, make that money, and be gone. You know, so it happens, unfortunately. Like, I feel bad for people. Like, there'll be little kids at the events that I go to, and they'll be walking around like, anybody want to buy these? Like, trying to sell their shoes that they wore a couple times or that they just want to make some money or whatever, and they don't even know their shoe's fake. They'll come up to me and they'll be like, would you want to buy this? And I'll be like, sometimes I got to let them know what's real. Like, hey, bro, your shoe's fake, bro. Damn. Like, I'm sorry. Next time, you know, shop with me and this shit won't happen.
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Give
him the card.
Yeah, like, no, here you go. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to see that disappointment on their face. Like, some people are heartbroken, you know, because that might have been their one Christmas present for the whole year, and they got finessed. I'll be heartbroken too. Shit, I'm a little kid and I just wanted these pair of shoes and somebody got over on me like that, and I was wearing them and they were fake the whole time and I didn't even know it. Yeah, right. That's the worst part. You over here flexing around town like, ooh, bitch, I got that new shit. It's fake.
Damn.
You don't even know it.
So have you ever had any really kind of serious setbacks as far as inventory with, like, I don't know, something like if you had stuff packed to go to an event on like a plane or something and like luggage gets lost or theft or damage, like maybe, I don't know, like water damage from where you stored it or something? Like, have you ever had any setbacks like that?
I've had I'll give you two examples of some bad shit that I've had happen. I was doing business when I was working corporate accounting. I started doing business with this dude in Ohio, and I had the opportunity to be a part of a store in New York, right in Times Square, right across from Macy's. But I was working corporate full time, but I was still plugged in on the shoes. Like, I had all these shoes. I just couldn't do day-to-day sales all the time, right? Because I was caught up in the office. So I had gave this dude a bunch of my shoes, go to New York, set up the store, and just make sales. He didn't have a job. He had nothing else to do. You know, let's power up. I give you the opportunity to be in this store, and let's do it, bro. This dude went up to the store in New York, was selling my shit, didn't tell me about it, kept the bread from it, and I never got that money back.
Damn.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. I'm still trying to find that nigga, though.
He's listening now, sweating.
Yeah, and then I had another situation last year when I was in New York. I went out to New York for this. It was a Bape concert, and they were doing like limited releases and shit, right? Man, tell me why these fools. Man, look, don't fly on Frontier. These fucking fools lost my luggage the entire trip. I had no clothes. The whole trip.
Damn.
The whole trip. I'm talking about, this is like so I was flying to Cleveland and then driving from Cleveland to New York because one of my boys over there, we were going together for the event. Bro, I went like 6 days without any clothes.
Damn.
You know what I did? I as soon as I got off the plane and I knew they lost my shit, I was like, I raised hell in that bitch. I'm like, look, I'm not about to be running the streets in the same drawers for like 5-6 days. Y'all got me twisted. Like, this is not how it's going down. I went to Walmart and I ran it up and I made their ass reimburse me for everything that I had to buy. Toothbrush, deodorant, toothpaste. Yeah. Oh, you guys are going to pay me for this. You're not about to have me running around with no clothes. You know I'm running around in the same shit for 6 days? No. I ran it up at Walmart real quick on the late night because I got in late at like midnight, 1 o'clock. I was blown. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to Walmart. Hey, bro, take me to Walmart. I'm going to go run it up and they pay me back. What was crazy was I didn't finally get my luggage back until I got back here, and it was like 9 days later, 10 days later from the initial day I took the trip. I'm like, bro, y'all can't be serious. Then
Where'd your luggage go?
I'm like, well, they sent it to like Colorado or some footage. I'm like, what? I had the most simplest direct flight. It's not even like I had a connecting flight. It was direct flight. Like, you literally put my shit on the whole wrong plane and then couldn't find it. Now, mind you, I had some like good shoes in there. Like, I don't just, like, I was like, bro, if y'all lost my shoes, you're cutting me a nice check. Cause I'm about to fabricate a little bit because you know I'm like, bitch, what? Lost my shoes. I can't get those back. I gotta pay resale on them now. So y'all gotta pay me for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had some crazy bullshit happen for sure. It just comes with it sometimes. You know, like I said, that adversity comes your way. You just gotta adjust and adapt. So,
yeah.